Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Pence and welcome to my YouTube channel. I usually post on here about once a week, but this week I thought I would post a little informational video for anybody that is taking an online class, especially a master's class. I'm just going to talk about my experience and tips of writing the specific thesis. So I'm currently getting my master's degree in human security and resilience from Embry Riddle Aeronautical University worldwide. I got my bachelor's degree from there, so I just thought I'd continue on online to get my master's degree. Now, starting off, I was not particularly a fan of the online infrastructure type information display. It was kind of strange to me, and yeah, I didn't like it at first, but I got through it and I figured it would be better for me to be working while I finished up my degree. I wasn't just spending all of my time at school per se, but I wouldn't have changed a thing during my bachelor's. But anyway, I'm currently in my thesis right now. It's gone pretty good. I've been able to complete it in a year and a half, which is honestly really good for a master's degree. I did not take any breaks, and that's through taking courses all year round. It has been a little bit difficult and challenging, especially with working, but if you just properly time management, you can get it done. Now with the thesis, this is what I was particularly worried about because the way my courses work they are 9 weeks. And I'm like, don't normal people have like an entire semester to get the thesis done? So I was a little bit panicky because I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of work. And we have a shorter amount of time, and plus you're not like talking to a professor and asking them questions. But I am here to say it's really not that big a deal. Online, you can do it. It's not that challenging. Now the first week, I'll be honest with you, you're a little bit overwhelmed. You're like, how am I gonna get this done? I don't even know what I'm doing. But after talking to your professor, calm down, it'll be okay. I was that way. I was freaking out the first week, not gonna lie. But after you come up with a game plan, that's my first recommendation. Come up with a game plan, what you want to talk about, what your goal is, what questions you're trying to answer throughout the thesis, and pick a topic that you're genuinely interested in, that you want to read about all the time. So, because that's what you're going to be doing for the next month or so. So I've completed my thesis in about 3 weeks. I think that's pretty good. Our thesis had to be from 10,000 to 12,000 words. Right now mine's at about 11.5, so I still have a few more weeks left in the course, and it's currently being evaluated by my professor. I wanted to make sure I did it early so he had enough time to like really look through it, and I had enough time to make the changes because they always come back with something. That's always going to happen, and I just really wanted to go into it knowing I'm going to be fine. The next recommendation I have is make sure you work every day. My goal was at least 2 pages every day. If you get more, great. If you didn't quite get enough, you're a little bit ahead. I always try to do 3 at most. And I made it some days, a lot of days I did, and some days I didn't. And I wasn't that upset because I knew I had worked ahead. But as long as you're writing, you're getting work done, you're reading, you're writing the references, you're getting somewhere. It's something is better than nothing. At least if you're like, oh, this isn't what I want to talk about, just write it down because you'll probably end up using it somewhere throughout the paper just to get information on there. So recommendation number 1, something you like. Number 2, write every day. You got to do that. Number 3, have people to proofread it and really evaluate and be like, does this make any sense? And have feedback throughout all of that. That's something that's really helped me. I've had 2 or 3 people read through it already. And it's just little sentences. You're like, oh, I knew what I was talking about, but the reader may not know what you're talking about. Does that make sense? So that really, really helped me throughout the process, and I think it will help you guys too. But another tip I had to think about it. I was like, what else did I do? But another tip I have is have something that you can visibly mark off when you've accomplished things. If it's each section, you can like cross it out. I got this part done. Part 1, introduction. Part 2, background. I got this. you can like cross things off. That really helps. Here, let me get one more thing that really helped me with my page count. I'm back. So this really helped me keep on schedule with the number of pages. If I can find it. Oh, right here. So I Googled how many words is 1,000, or I Googled how many pages are 10,000 words. And somewhere on there it said double space, it's 50 pages. So this is what I did. I wrote out, here. So this is what I did. I wrote out 1 through 50. And as I got one done, I would highlight it. And for me, that just helped me visibly see what I was getting done and that I was making progress towards the end. And turns out it ended up being, I think I have more than this now, because you go through after and you're like, oh, I also want to say this. So I don't even really know how many pages I have right now. But it ended up being somewhere between, for the body section, 36 to 37 pages. So that's really not that bad if you think about it that way. And then when you mark it off, that's no big deal. But I just want to let you guys know it's not that big a deal. You can do it. The first week is horrible. I was like, I had so much anxiety, and I've made good grades throughout my entire master's course, so I don't know why I was so panicky the first week. It's really not that big a deal. You got this. I just like having a clear plan, and with the online environment, it wasn't very clear to me at first, but as time went on, and the more I read and the more stuff I did, I figured out it was really not that big a deal, and you got it. You just have to write down and work every day, especially where it's online. You don't have that like class structure, so you really have to make that pattern on your own. And I feel like that's a good tip for anybody who is doing online work. If you do a little something every day, if it's as small as 2 pages, which a lot of people might be like, oh, that's nothing. I do like 10 pages a night. Good for you, but I did the 2 pages every single day, sometimes 3, and I just whittled away until I got it done. So I hope this helps you. Good luck on your thesis, and congratulations for coming this far on your master's. I think it's really a great accomplishment. I've really enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot. As I said before, my degree is in human security and resilience from Embry Riddle, and it's really been a great program, and I've enjoyed it. But I'm also really looking forward to be done. There's something about like graduating that you're just like, oh, thank you, Jesus, for getting me through this, because it's been a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button down below. Don't hesitate to leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm usually really good about commenting back. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.